years on full-on football, we've actually met some fantastic football personalities, and again tonight we're going to do the same thing. We're going to speak to one of the all-time greats in the Socceroos and a very colourful character. I'd like to welcome to full-on football, Paul Wade.
Oh, what an absolute joy. What a great intro. You're not so bad yourself, girl.
Hey, thank you very much.
So far we're getting on really well.
Yeah, we are very, very well. I'd really like to concentrate on the purpose of your visit to South Australia and specifically to Seaford Rangers Football Club.
I am here now basically to promote the game and to try and, I don't know, give some of the kids that were out there, I'm talking kids that big, just a bit of an idea as to what it might be like when they play for Adelaide United against Melbourne Victory at the Telstra Dome in front of 53,000 people. Do you know what I mean? I think kids sometimes they just can't use their imagination. They see Harry Kewell and Mark Viduka, but they can't see themselves doing it. Well, I'm here to tell them that if I can do it, why not them? So if they hear it firsthand, it just might be the reason they keep going.
So that, I mean, quite often people forget that you've got this stage here and you've got that stage here. It's a bit like trying to eat an apple in one go. You can't, but if you take little bites out of it, in the end you
I'm using that. I'm going to, excuse me.
You actually finish the apple.
What was it? Apple and little bites, was it?
That's right.
That is so good. No, that is exactly what you're on about.
Touch on your career a little bit. Obviously, 22 cracking it into the Socceroos squad. That is fairly late, isn't it?
It is very late. I think a lot of my mates had either quit or were playing for the national team by then. Yeah, but you know, as I tell wherever I go in this country, I just tell the kids, you've got to have a dream. You've got to be motivated. What is the reason that you go out there and train? If it's because Ben Dale said you had to be there at 7 o'clock and if you're not, you're in trouble, then that's not a good enough reason for me. For the kids, they've got a dream of playing for Liverpool. All right, Man United, Chelsea, Arsenal, AC Milan, Juventus.
Now look, over your Socceroo career, obviously captain of, I know many people that I've asked, many of the guys from Socceroos asking them what it feels like to play in your shirt, but you're not only playing in the shirt, you're actually leading your team as a captain. How does that feel? You
know what, when you say that, I go, gee, I can't believe I actually did it. You know, it's... Do they call it a surreal experience? Is that how they say it?
I don't know. I've never experienced it. It's sort of like me sitting here talking to you.
But I sit there and I think, wow, I had the captain's armband on. It's like I just grew up in the southeastern suburbs of Melbourne doing what all of these kids are doing. And I ended up with an armband on. And you know what? The only reason is because I was just enthusiastic about what I did. See the way we're talking now? That's the way I played. And the coach at that time thought that the way I played and the personality with which it came was what he needed to be the captain. You know, if it had been somebody else, they'd have gone, nah, I want him. But I just happened to be in the right place.
Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Now, look, some of your highlights you've mentioned, obviously, Olympics.
Yeah, 88.
But the most, I think, would have been the most daunting task, standing Maradona.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I just want you to explain to our viewers, how did you feel when you had to go out there and stand this god of football?
I was told 2 days before that I was marking him, and he said, if I'd have told you a week before, you wouldn't have slept the whole week, so I figured only 2 nights sleep would have been all right. And yeah, in the build-up, the night before a game, we always went either to the movies or to another sporting event. You know, we've been to watch the basketball before, because the worst thing you can do is sit in your room and wait for tomorrow night's game. That's a long time.
Playing the game over in your head.
Yeah, exactly. So what did? We went to watch Marconi versus Sydney United. 2 teams are a kilometre apart in Sydney. And the whole time, I'm sitting there thinking about Maradona. It did me no good at all, because I'm thinking about football watching this local game anyway, and then I'm thinking, well, what's my job? Right, oh, imagine if he nutmegs me and scores. What happens if he scores 3? Oh, you know what I mean? You can really churn up some horrible scenarios.
Now, also, another aspect, I just wonder, was he your toughest opponent?
Yeah, he was... he didn't do the most damage, but he was the most daunting task. It didn't end up being that way, but in the lead up to it, wow. The toughest job I ever had was on a Russian from the USSR, the old USSR.
I like this because he was Ukrainian and I'm Ukrainian,
Yeah,
so this is good stuff.
Mikhailichenko.
Yes,
How would you pronounce his name?
Mikhailichenko.
Yeah, but what's his Christian name? Is it Alexei or something?
Alexei.
Is that what they say?
Yeah.
How do they say it?
Alexei.
Yeah, but his full name?
Alexei Mikhailichenko.
See? Hey, how good is that? And he's a monster of a bloke, like that wide and standing that tall, and I'm just going, you are kidding me. It's like Rocky Balboa fights, I don't know, some wimp somewhere, and he only had 3 touches of the ball, scored 2 and made 1. But geez, I tell you what, for the other 87 minutes, I was there, mate. I was on top. I was dominating him.
Fantastic.
Yeah, but what a lesson that was. Oh.
That's still part of the experience, isn't it?
It is. But it didn't have to be at the Olympic Games in front of 35,000 people in Seoul. Hey? Can't we just have quiet little lessons over here on the side?
No. That's part of being on the world stage, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's another shirt that I pull out and I go, wow, I can't believe I did that. And I think you ask anybody who's done similar sorts of things, they sit down and they go, wow, yeah.
Now I wanted to ask another thing.
Yeah.
You had a numerous number of coaches.
Yeah.
I know this is a difficult question to answer, but was there one that was more influential for you?
There was one guy in particular, and I think a lot of people wouldn't know who he is because he's probably, it was 1986, and his name was Len McKendry. And he was from England. It's not the reason I got the most out of him. It's just that his philosophy suited the way I played football. And it was a very direct style of football. He hated it if you whacked the ball up the other end like the old-fashioned, just whack it in the corner. But he just wanted you to play quickly, get the ball back, play it forward, go and get it back. There was all energy. Do you know what I mean? There was none of this, knock it here, knock it back. So it was just his style of coaching suited my game, and that's why I got the most out of it. So yeah, other coaches were far better qualified, but I didn't get as much out of them. So yeah. Now what was your question? Now that we're rattled on like that.
Oh, the day that you.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it
hung
was.
up the boots.
So when I tell you, this is what happened. It was really special, and I did cry, and I openly put my hand up and said, "Hey, after 10 years." I have a right to cry, don't you think?
I can see you tearing up now.
No, I'm not actually. It's got something in my eye. No, it was Raul Blanco, right, who was the coach. He said, well, he coached West Adelaide, so everybody in Adelaide would know him. He said, listen, we've got 20 minutes to go. I'll give you a signal. When I give you that signal, go to the other side of the ground, and then when your number comes up, take as long as you like to get off.
Lovely.
How good is that?
Nice?
Hey?
Oh.
So I'm walking off the ground and like Zelko Kale ran 60 metres to shake my hand. And I thought, wow, that is great. And then what happens? The referee comes over and goes, hey, whoa, hurry up, get off. And I'm thinking, 10 years I've been running around on this park. I am not going to
rush anything.
Rush off. I'm just going to enjoy this. But you're right, the whole time I'm thinking, the reality hits and you go, wow, I'll never ever do this again. And then that's when you start tearing up. As much as you'd like to be tough and you play with cuts in your eyes and broken legs, you think, wow.
Look, can I just say, look, we must do this again because I could talk to you all night.
Oh, she is so sweet.
But I would just like to say, look, first I'd like to say thank you to Bendale and Seafood Rangers Football Club because they've given us this opportunity. But I would like to say thank you to you for giving us a wee bit of your time to talk to you, and so the viewers out there can learn a little bit more about the great Paul Wade.
Keep up your good work.
Thank you very much, appreciate it. And can I just say that was fantastic to meet that guy, and to be he made me laugh the whole time that I was there. Absolutely unbelievable.
Great. Yeah.
No, it's a great guy to talk to, and you know, as I said, the interview is 21 minutes long, so hopefully we'll be able to put that up on the internet for you guys to enjoy, because there's a lot more to it and a lot more to the man, and we only just got a little bit of an insight into him and his football career for the Socceroos. So you know, I can't thank him enough, and I can't thank Ben Dale for organising it through the Seaford Rangers Football Club. So we do thank them very much, and hope that you guys all enjoyed that. Now, before we go, Phyllis, there are a few things that we need to do. There is the Adelaide Airport Charity Cup Day, which is for the women's football, and that is